Well, hello, and thank you so much for joining us on CBS 8 Plus. I'm Heather Myers. Here at CBS 8, we are working for you, getting to the bottom of some of the stories that you've asked us about. Today, we start in Lemon Grove. After nearly 3 weeks, the elevator in an apartment building for seniors is back up and working. We first told you about this situation when one of the seniors called CBS 8 to tell us that residents were stuck in their building unless they could use the stairs. CBS 8's Anna Laurel has been working for you. She went back to the building as people living there got to use their elevator again and get their lives back.
This is now a working elevator for dozens of seniors who live in this building. This elevator is their way out into the world, but it's been broken for nearly 3 weeks now. Come on in. As you can see, it is very busy. For many of the people who live here, using the stairs isn't an option. They've been stuck. But tonight, the seniors here no longer feel trapped.
We rolled up and down 3 or 4 times to make sure it was working, and everybody, I think, did the same things, and it was like, yes!
Jonna Thomas and her neighbors are celebrating on every floor of their apartment building for seniors.
I went up and down, up and down.
It was like it was your birthday, you know, and you was on the elevator party. You know.
Their one elevator that went out of service at the end of January finally works again.
We made it happen. The people were coming out here from different departments, and we appreciate it so much.
Jonna called CBS 8 2 weeks ago because she and her neighbors felt trapped. The only way in and out of their apartment building, these stairs. They were told it would take weeks to fix the elevator. I called the city of Lemon Grove's code enforcement officer. Because of my call, he and the fire inspector met with the building's maintenance and told them they could face a fine if the elevator wasn't fixed soon. On Wednesday, it was running again.
The first place I went to was the pharmacy.
Many residents here cannot use the stairs. They were literally stuck. Now, they feel like they have their life back.
I'm just happy to be able to get out and go around a block and all this kind of stuff in my wheelchair. It makes it a lot different than sitting inside your apartment with nothing else and nobody else to do anything with. You just got to get out and do something.
Jonna is grateful she called CBS 8.
And I got through, so it was a blessing, and you answered back. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And they're making plans about where they'll go next.
To Applebee's in Plaza Bonita, and I want to go have Lobster Fest.
Working for you in Lemon Grove, this is Anna Laurel for CBS 8.
Anna, thank you. Now to a story that we've been working on for weeks. Condo owners left high and dry by their insurance companies. CBS 8 is working for you to explain exactly why condo insurance policies are being dropped across San Diego and California. CBS 8's David Gottfredson spoke to an expert who breaks it all down.
San Diego insurance expert Grant Mosley works at Utopia Property Management in Kearny Mesa. Mosley says under California law, insurance companies have to give a 75-day notice of non-renewal before they can drop property insurance. So that should give your condo or homeowners association plenty of time to start looking for replacement policies.
A lot of these homeowners associations have dozens of units and they need tens of millions of dollars in coverage.
As CBS 8 has reported, Farmers Insurance recently dropped policies on at least 4 San Diego condo complexes due to wildfire risk, leaving more than 1,000 homeowners without property insurance. The condo associations will typically turn to an insurance broker to cobble together a replacement policy on the surplus market with a much higher premium for less coverage.
The real concern is how are they going to sell their units when a mortgage company isn't going to lend on a property that's not insured. I don't think homeowners are going to be able to sell them.
While the insurance companies will tell you wildfire mitigation is the solution to the problem of condo complexes being dropped, Mosley says spending money on brush clearing or structure hardening does not guarantee the complex will be reevaluated and renewed.
They have high-risk fire zone models. They could clear it for 5 miles and, put all the fanciest roofs on there and gutter guards and protect the eaves and all that. They're going to decline it anyway. It's really an exercise in futility, unfortunately.
He says the best advice if your condo association is dropped, start looking as soon as possible for other carriers.
It's really a crapshoot on who's going to pick it up. The one thing that's certain about insurance is it's uncertain.
Well, California's state-run safety net insurance plan is called the FAIR Plan. It only covers fire insurance, and as it stands right now, the maximum coverage limits in the FAIR Plan are not high enough to cover most condo complexes. Imagine opening up your water bill to find out that you owe more than $7,000. Well, that just happened to a couple in Linda Vista. They say the city's delayed water billing is to blame. Well, we've been telling you about the problems that people have been running into because the city is sending out the bills late. This is an issue impacting people all over the city. CBS 8's Shannon Handy is working for you and getting answers from the Public Utilities Department.
We've heard from a lot of people getting months worth of bills all at once, but this story is unique. David and Elizabeth Lewis say because they weren't getting their bills on time, they had no idea they had a leak. Now they owe more than $7,000 and they can't reach anyone from the city, so they asked us for help.
It's as frustrating as it could be.
For David and Elizabeth Lewis, their water bill issue started last month when they received a call from who they believe was a meter reader letting them know their usage was abnormally high.
I went into the house, I immediately shut off the water.
Next, a plumber came over and determined there was a leak in the spare bathroom no one uses. Problem solved, or so they thought. David logged onto his account, and to his surprise, multiple bills dating back to September of 2021 had been posted all in one day.
So on January 10th, 2023, we got 8 bills at once.
David and his wife, who travel often, say they check periodically during that time frame, but their balance was always zero. Since they were gone, they didn't think much of it. They wound up paying over $1,000 for the undisputed bills, which average about $200 bi-monthly. What they're concerned about are the most recent bills, which have put the total amount they owe at more than $7,000.
If we had been giving the bills every 2 months, we would have noticed in September of 2022 that we had a water leak because the bill went from $200 to $1,000.
You had no idea that you had a leak and you were racking up these massive bills.
Exactly.
That's problem number one. Problem number two is I don't know why they try to fake you out that they're going to work with you when you have a dispute.
Collectively, the couple tells me they've not only called public utilities, but have sent over 20 online messages, yet still haven't been able to reach anyone. They've since been getting notices about the past due balance and are worried their water will be shut off. So I got to work and reached out to the city myself. A spokesperson told me they have been in contact with the Lewises, adding, due to the leak that occurred at this property, an adjustment will be calculated. It is important to note that the city is not currently shutting off anyone's water service. When there is a dispute regarding a high water bill, public utilities will investigate. Due to staffing challenges, the Public Utilities Department is unfortunately unable to investigate each account immediately. We are actively taking measures to address these staffing and operational challenges that contribute to our backlog. Working for you, I'm Shannon Handy for CBS 8.
Shannon, thank you. When wind and rain swept through San Diego last month, we saw dozens of fallen trees. In fact, they caused damage to property and even hurt a person. With another storm blowing through San Diego County, we're helping you spot some of the trees that could potentially come down. CBS 8's Brian White is working for you on how to predict if a tree is in danger of falling.
As we're bracing for more high winds across the county, toppling trees are a big concern. So I talked with a tree expert about what to look out for.
Crews hard at work tossing these tree trimmings into the wood chipper.
Today we're pruning some Canary Island pines. You can see they're the 2 tall ones, look like Christmas trees.
Daniel Kump is district manager for the Davey Tree Expert Company. They've made a house call here in Del Cerro for preventative maintenance.
We're actually thinning out the canopy to allow the wind to pass through. Makes the trees a lot safer. You have less likelihood of branches breaking, failing.
In January, a series of storms toppled dozens of trees throughout the county, including 36 in Balboa Park alone. The main culprit being ground saturation from all the rain.
We have moisture, really wet soils, and then you add in high wind. Those are the perfect storm events where a tree that normally wouldn't fail might be more at risk to fail.
I paid a visit to Pioneer Park, where this giant eucalyptus fell over last month. You can see it's still here on the ground. With more high winds on the way, park goers here are worried.
They can hit cars and people and pets and just
you know, they're very dangerous.
We know eucalyptus tend to have shallow roots and can fall over easily, but what about other types like palm trees?
If they have a lot of dead material, they can drop, they can cause injury to people. Also, they can fail as well, not as often, but it's just so important. Every tree is so different.
Daniel says that palm trees around your house should be pruned annually, but others, such as pine trees, can be done every 3 to 5 years. He recommends getting trees evaluated once a year by a professional, but if you're keeping an eye on things yourself,
you really want to look at the top of the tree and the ends of the branches. If you notice dieback, brown, things dead on the ends, it's a good chance that something is going on down below the surface.
He says deep root fertilization is also important for your tree's resilience to encourage deeper, stronger rooting of the tree. Working for you, I'm Brian White for CBS 8.
Remember, we want to work for you too. If there is something that you would like us to look into, email us at workingforyou@cbs8.com. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time.